the thing that tickled me most about this is when he talks about you called the match, you called the spot, and then you pussed out and didn't do it twice.
Dave,
Jeff reading that out loud.
30 years.
Say again.
Dave's been on me for 30 years. He knocked the Rodman segment. He knocked me blocking it, pussing. Early in my career, he used to give false reports. Anyway, I'm kidding.
It just tickles me. Well, he called the spot. Were you in the ring? How do you know who called the spot? How do you know what the plan was? How do you know he pussed out?
Yeah.
Like, listen, I love me some Dave Meltzer. I am a paying subscriber of The Observer and have been for well over 25 years. I just love it. I can't get enough of it. And I know some of you are going to say, we should do poke holes in it. No, I use it as a reference point because he covered this stuff in greater detail than most anybody. I mean, certainly Mike Johnson over at PW Insider and before that One Wrestling was doing the Lord's work. But I'm saying he wasn't in the 80s. He wasn't in the early 90s. So all we really have, besides, the aftermags, if you will, and half of that stuff was, whatever. This is, it's the Torch and the Observer. But goodness gracious, if there is anyone who reports on wrestling now, please don't ever write that so-and-so pussed out. What? Who says that?
Oh, Uncle Dave. You know what? I'd like to watch it back because my gut tells me we had the spots laid out and Jeff wanted to do it too soon, or I got my wires crossed, and that's one of us. One was zigging, the other was zagging, and it's probably didn't look real pretty, but it ain't the first time. And let me ask you, just here's kind of the thing that is, well, I'll let you put it in a bow, but isn't the objectivity of a contest to win? So should I just say, hey, it's all scripted, Jeff, come here and powerbomb me off this ladder? You're supposed to do that because the spot, or am I supposed to try to block it? I don't know. So again, I don't have full context of looking at it, but old Dave saying, however you said it, but isn't that the objectivity of it's supposed to look like a contest and not everything super smooth? I don't know.
Yes.
That's where you kind of get into, now, are we scripted or are we real, or we
it's not supposed to look flawless. It's not it is supposed to be a battle. But the thing that tickled me
is who's calling the spots.
How does he know that?
Well, he knows. He's got his sources.
Marcus, let's get a tight one shot of Jeff, let's pretend hypothetically
that
there was a ladder spot that was called by Jeff and you weren't comfortable with it. I want you to go back in your mind to about 14 months ago, backstage in Municipal Auditorium, when it was suggested by a 74-year-old man, not once, but twice, that you do a Canadian destroyer, that you take a Canadian destroyer. And now we're going to say, so Jeff, I'm going to be Jeff Hardy now. So double, here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to get on top of that 12-foot ladder, and then I'm going to do like a flip over high sunset power bomb, and then power bomb you on another ladder.
Can you say that way? Walk me through that spot again, because I just want to.
So, we got a 12-foot ladder out there, double, and I'm going to climb all the way to the top of it on one side, and I'm going to have you climb all the way to the top of it on the other side, but I'm going to have another ladder underneath us.
I got you.
And then I'm going to flip over the top of the ladder, flip over you like a really high risk sunset flip power bomb.
Okay.
And then I'm going to power bomb straight out of Hendersonville, you right through that second ladder. That right there is your Danny DeVito gif. It will never get old. I told that to a friend of ours who was in that room that day, the other day, and they howled with laughter for several minutes because they knew exactly what Danny DeVito reference I had.